Steve Paul Jobs was an American entrepreneur, marketer, and inventor, as well as the CEO of Apple Incorporated. Jobs was born in 1955 to Abdul Fattah John Dali and Joanne Shively on February 24th. He was later adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs since his parents were unmarried at the time of his birth, and also because Jobs' mom's family did not approve of their daughter's relationships with Abdul Fattah. Jobs was born in San Francisco, where he stayed for most of his childhood life, and Jobs passed away in Palo Alto, California. Jobs has one child from a previous relationship with Chris Brennan, and her name is Lisa Brennan. Jobs didn't have the best relationship with his first child, but he did make up for it by paying for her schooling to go to Harvard, and he also denied being her father, but then through a paternity test in 1980, he found out that he was in fact the father of Lisa Brennan. Jobs also has another 3 children with Lauren Powell Jobs, and their names are Erin Sienna Jobs, Reed Jobs, and Eve Jobs, and Lauren Powell Jobs and Steve Jobs were married in 1991. Leadership involves establishing a clear vision, sharing a vision with others, providing info plus knowledge, and methods to realize a vision. It also involves coordinating and balancing conflicting interests. Jobs didn't believe in asking customers for what they wanted or doing research in order to see what customers liked. He believed in showing them. He led his team members along a different route than other companies would have taken, and he taught them to think out of the box in order to guarantee that his company would be successful.
Apple's an incredibly collaborative company. And so, you know how many committees we have at Apple?
No.
0. We have no committees.
No committees.
We are organized like a startup. One person's in charge of iPhone OS software. One person's in charge of Mac hardware. Mm-hmm. One person's in charge of iPhone hardware engineering. Another person's in charge of worldwide marketing. Another person's in charge of operations. We're organized like a startup. We're the biggest startup on the planet.
Instead of asking customers what they wanted, Jobs used a one-person focus group in order to create products by simply being innovative and being open to new ideas and creating products he and his friends would love. Jobs also displayed his leadership abilities through the simple act of encouragement. Jobs would push team members to finish tasks deemed impossible by encouraging members of his team to complete a task in a specific amount of time. While some saw this trait as infuriating, members of Apple teams admitted that Jobs' encouragement has, in fact, led them to create extraordinary things and finish their tasks successfully. Jobs was famous for being impatient and tough. Another leadership ability Jobs possessed was being able to give constructive criticism so the overall outcome would be beneficial for everyone he was working with. Jobs only wanted to work with the best of the best. He wasn't comfortable with mediocre people sticking around. Jobs motivated his team through criticism, and many even saw this criticism as motivational. Jobs focused on quality rather than quantity when producing his products. Back in 1977, when Jobs was producing a random array of computers, he actually saved his company by making his team only focus on 4 great products. The Apple Incorporation, which Steve Jobs left behind after his passing, has also become a part of Steve Jobs' legacy and history. Jobs succeeded in building a strong, inspirational corporation. Within the past 20 years, the Apple Incorporation went from almost going bankrupt in 1977 to being labeled the world's most valuable company. People still wonder how Apple became such a great company. Other businesses now strive to eventually become as successful as Steve Jobs' brand, Apple Incorporated.